Hey guys, it's Keisha from CoconutRobot.com, and today I want to share with you how to resize and assemble the robot from one of Brother's pattern collections. Let's go ahead and get started. The pattern collections come with these fold instructions, and as you can see, we'll be working on the robot in the bottom left. But first I'm going to go ahead and resize it to fit on a 12 by 24 mat instead of a standard 12 by 12 mat. The first thing we'll do is open up the file that we've downloaded. You'll see that they're formatted to fit on a 12 by 12 mat. So first we will change our area to the 12 by 24 mat so we can modify and resize our pattern. The next thing we're going to do is group all of the sections of each piece together so that we can rotate and fit on the mat. After you've grouped all the sections together, you can rotate your shape 90 degrees. And then repeat the process for the next piece. The next step in this process is to determine how big we can make the robot. And you'll need to look at your pieces and decide which one will be the deciding factor. So in this case, the body piece, or the one on the right, is going to be too wide before the head and arm piece, the long one on the left, is going to be too long. So I'm just going to zoom out, holding the shift key. I'm going to pull down the corners of my grouping to resize them both with the same aspect ratio and at the same pace so that they're resized correctly to scale. After you've hit the size that you'd like for your pieces, we're going to go ahead and save this. There's one trick to Canvas that I want to share with you, and that's the fact that you cannot download your shape if your pieces are off of the mat or exceeding the cut line, those red lines there on the mat image, but you can save it. So this is a great way to keep the sizes correct as you save each of these designs, and then you can remove and save each of the pieces separately. So I've saved it once, and now I'm going to save it again as a new project, moving the second piece into place. At this point, I'll go ahead and ungroup my pieces and delete the piece that I don't need for that specific file. And then I'll go to my projects, open up my previous project, and do the same with that project. Make sure that you're overwriting correctly and saving as a new project correctly as well. Now it's time to cut out our pattern pieces. Using the standard 12 by 24 mat, apply your cardstock to the mat. For cardstock, my favorite settings are a speed of 1, a pressure of 0 to 1, and a blade length of anywhere between 3 and 5, depending on the thickness of your cardstock. Remove the negative spaces from your robot, and then lift up on the body of the robot and remove that from the mat as well. Don't forget the baby wipe trick. Go ahead and grab an unscented, alcohol-free baby wipe to remove a lot of the fuzz and debris on your mat. Let it air dry and then store it away to be used again. Now it's time to assemble our robot. The picture instructions will give you a visual for how the robot should be folded together. I like to take each of the pieces and simply fold on the perforated line using the visual guide to help me understand which direction the pieces should be folded. After I've folded the pieces, I use a simple glue stick to adhere the pieces together. So I just glue on the tab, place them together, and then hold it in place until the glue is tacky enough to keep it together. The glue stick is forgiving, but it's also strong enough to hold the cardstock and keep its shape. Continue with this process until you've completed the assembly of your robot. Now continue this process of folding and gluing with the head and arm piece. When you finish the assembly of both pieces, you're ready to compile the body with the head and arm together.